sneakers you need for the summer. Go ahead and comment down below what's one must-have sneaker that you gotta have this summer to look fly every single day. Well, let's go ahead and get straight into the video, y'all.
Trying to figure out what sneakers
I ain't gonna lie.
Rocking when you go out the
Super
crib.
hyped to this video. I have kind of made a couple of videos from this channel, and as always, for all the videos I do react to, the video will be down below in that description. Let's go ahead and get straight into it, y'all.
In this video, I'm going to be putting you on the best sneakers to cop for this summer to make sure you
I ain't gonna lie, y'all.
I
I feel like I'm gonna be pausing a lot in this video, but one thing I love to see on YouTube is just like the individualism. I love the fact how you can just bring your own personality and just record what you want to record, and I just love how everybody's content is different. I feel like there's like that own personal touch that I just love to see in everybody's videos. So it's definitely great to see this guy's video. I never watched one of his videos before.
A good pair of runners. Now, I'm not saying you gotta go out and get a pair of Balenciaga runners. These shits are like...
I know this man showed a pair of Balenciaga runners. I was like, what? And for runners, do we mean running sneakers? Or
that's just, ain't nobody trying to do that all the time. But you want to have a comfortable sneaker like a running for when you're going out on the day-to-day shit, but you...
Bro gotta be from Atlanta. With them type of
can't really wear slides. You want to still wear comfortable while still having a heel, you feel me, when you're walking around. Let's say you're going to places like amusement parks or you're going on an errand run, but you can't just wear slides because either it looks tacky or, you know, like I said, you actually trying to have a heel on your foot. That's where runners come in because they're super light and super comfortable. Specifically, the Balenciaga runner, I would not say is very light, but I also wear a size 13. I don't know if that makes a difference. Y'all comment below if you have a pair of Balenciaga runners and yours are heavy. Mine are heavy because my shoes are big. You definitely want to have a comfortable sneaker, and I will say these are 50-50. I had to take the insole out to make them comfortable.
Right now that listen to Playboy Max, I don't know what. I know my audience is around like the 18, like kind of 30s range. Y'all let me know if y'all know
my go-to runner shoe that I actually wear
music song is from.
It's going to be the Walmart ASICs. People was lighting these up on TikTok a couple months ago, but me personally,
ooh, those are disgusting. I have never seen those in real life.
I had it for like 2 years now. To be honest, I never cared. I feel like that's just the way I grew up. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I was like poor or anything growing up. Like I was, you know, my family was pretty well off. They did what they could. But we also were just very resourceful because that's how my parents grew up. So they taught me how to not always go for the most expensive option. You feel me? So when I saw these, I was like, bro, like why would I go out and spend that much on ASICs? Because at the time, ASICs were trending way more, so they were way more expensive. Especially like the J. John colorway I wanted and shit. I got these for $20, and they have held up extremely well. I'm talking they're very comfortable. I wear these frequently. I've worn them in the rain. I had a second pair, they were gray and I worked out in them. I'm telling you, these are like my go-to sneaker for real. So if you're trying to, you know, ball on the budget, hey, you can never go wrong with the Walmart ASICs. And if the Walmart ASICs not your thing and the Balenciaga runners aren't your thing, then you can always try Nike because they have a ton of runner sneakers going through rotation now. They got the Vomeros, the P16000. 1600, whatever it's called. I talked about them a little bit in my affordable sneakers video, so y'all should definitely go check that one out after this. The next sneaker I'm going to talk about is going to be the CPFM Forces. Now, I'm not going to lie. These are not the most budget-friendly sneaker on the list, and there are going to be some that are also a little bit more expensive.
Man, what is the demographic of this man's channel? Bro was showing us collab sneakers. Bro is showing us the top of the top. Like, he's showing us sneakers that is minimum $300. Retail
on the list, but my point being is this sneaker is just so crazy, and it doesn't matter.
Now, I can't lie, this sneaker is hard. I probably would have went with the white. I probably would have went with probably the green. I ain't gonna lie, probably a lot of people are gonna hate me about that, but I probably would have went with olive, probably a black vibe. You like black and white.
The way you get, whether you get the black ones, the white ones, the purple ones, or the green ones. Obviously,
I haven't really looked at those
more expensive than the white ones, the black ones. The black ones, you know, they did just re-release, so their price did go down a little bit. But if you're able to save your coins a little bit and you're trying to splurge out on yourself and do something nice for yourself, you can never go wrong with these, bro. I'm telling you, the details on these are crazy, and I always get compliments when I wear them. And it's just like, it's a fun spin on a classic shoe because the Air Force One, everybody knows you can never go wrong with them, especially the white pair. You can never go wrong with a pair of white Forces. But when you add this little twist and spin to it, it really just adds that extra pop to all your outfits. And not even just the white one, black Air Forces, you know, they got that little hood and, you know, aesthetic behind them, you feel me, stomping niggas out. But why not stomp some niggas out with some drip too, bro? If you stomp the nigga out and your shit say Air Sunshine on the side, that kind of lit in my opinion. That's just me. I'm saying, like, if I got stomped out by a nigga who was fly, I'd be like, okay, that's kind of fire. That's kind of fire. But in all seriousness, if you're able to save your coin and go out there and get you a pair of CPFM Forces, I promise you, you will not regret it. If you decide that you just can't justify spending that much on a sneaker, if you get the rep, bro, I'm not looking, bro. I'm not looking. I ain't got nothing to do with me. Now
I love this guy's vibe off rip. He a cool dude for sure. But do y'all buy reps? By the way, I've been realizing you guys like reps on the channel. Let me know how many y'all like reps in the comment section down below. But yeah, I've never really
Next
been a
sneaker I
person to
think is
tell
going
like
to be the
if
most
somebody's
expensive
wearing
one on the
fake.
list. Mind you, when I made this list, I did not check any of the prices before I started filming. I usually do that, but I'm trying to batch record a lot of videos today because I'm trying to upload as much as I can for y'all this summer. So that's why I don't really know the price on these. But trust and believe, just like the CPFM forces, if you get the sneaker, you will not regret it. I don't personally have it myself. I have something similar. I have the Rick Owen Ramon, right? The low top. But the sneaker that I'm going to be suggesting y'all get is going to be the Rick.
This man is showing us Ricks too.
Vans. The Rick Vans are the ones that...
Man, I'm telling you, these YNs out here, I don't know where they're making this bread, but they just got bread. Like, I don't get it. It's like all the people in Atlanta, I'm assuming he's from Atlanta just by like the setup, the backpack he got in the back. It kind of looked like CV, but it's probably not CV. But even by like the sneakers he's bringing out, he got to be either from like Houston or Atlanta. But damn, whatever I wanted to say just slipped my mind.
Have this silhouette, right? But they have the little like the white little line across the side like Vans. But I'm telling y'all right now, these are tough. I love these. I wear them all the time. But the Rick Vans are just that bitch. I'm telling you, it's almost rare that you see a
I heard
bad
they're
fit
super
with them.
uncomfortable.
Obviously, there's
though.
gonna be some bad fits out there, but they have bright colorways. They have so many different styles of them that there's no way everyone watching this video doesn't find a colorway they like. They are one of the best low top sneakers out right now. Say what you want. I'm a trend hopper, you know, following the crowd, whatever. That sneaker is just fire. I'm telling you, I don't think you would regret it if you spent that high ticket on them. And like I said, if you spend in that rep money, bro.
Man, they spamming that Coach commercial.
I literally could not give a fuck. Regardless of the case, that's not the point I'm trying to make in this video. Rick Vans is definitely high up on that list of sneakers you're gonna need for this summer. And if I were you, if I had the choice between the CPFM forces and the Rick Vans, I'm going Rick Vans. You got to. You have no choice. Them bitches are just nasty. Especially if you go into them nicer, you know, brighter colorways, because, you know, obviously you see them all the time on TikTok, but in real life, not everybody is having them bitches. So when you pop out wearing them hoes, I'm telling you, you're gonna get compliments, you're gonna get looks, you're gonna get exactly what you're looking for out of wearing those shoes. So I trust and believe that's that shit. Now, the next sneaker is not a silhouette, but it's actually going to be a specific colorway that I think is just one of the best colorways that Jordan has released in recent years. And I did just spoil it. It is a Jordan, but let's just go ahead and talk about it. The Jordan 3 Reimagined. I was skeptical about these at first, but some rep company had hit me up and sent them to me. So I was like, shoot, fuck it, I'm gonna take them. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. You can see clearly, clear as day, I will be wearing these bitches. I was sleeping on it, but when I got it, I didn't realize how much versatility and potential it had. The main color blocking is gonna be white, so you can wear tons of different colors with white. White goes with a lot of different things. But then the different kinds of accents you have on here with the cream, the black, the elephant print, and then the red. It's just so many different ways that you can style this sneaker up. And I feel like, I don't think I've really made like a bad fit with this. So obviously there's like some fits are like calm, you know, some are like more dressed up, but regardless of the case, I don't think I've ever had a fit that came out not as I envisioned it with the sneaker, because it just does what it needs to do all the time. And I feel like anyone else that has this sneaker will probably tell you the same thing. People are wearing it all the time, and that's just because that sneaker is just that efficient, you feel me? If you can get your hands on it, don't think the price on these is too crazy right now. I would say if you can get your hands on it, bro, you go crazy, bro. Now the next two sneakers kind of go hand in hand. It's just gonna be based off your choice, but I don't have them. Dude, I swear to you, my Discord goes off every time I fucking film, bro. I know I'm not crazy. You know what I should start doing? Every time the Discord chime goes off, first person to comment the stamp, I should like do like a giveaway or some shit like that. Let me know if I should start doing that. But regardless of the case, I don't have the sneaker in hand. Y'all just got to make the choice and do the research on your own. But the next sneaker that I'm gonna suggest is going to be Converse/Miharas. Obviously, they're two different sneakers with different effects, but regardless of the case, say what you want, bro. They have different stories, but it's, you know what I mean. It's damn near the same sneaker, bro. It's just based off story, preference, whatever you're looking for. Converse is obviously gonna be the most affordable option compared to the Miharas. Mihara is literally designer, so I think they're going neck and neck for colorways that they have, but I will say it's probably a lot easier to get your hands on a Converse, you know, colorway, because it's a much more common sneaker, appeal to a much more broad audience, while Miharas do have brighter colorways, but it's gonna be a lot harder to locate.
I never see anybody rock
maybe harder, but you're gonna have to go to different places, like wherever you find your designer sneakers, versus I could probably go to the outlets and get a pair of Converse today. I bet there's probably a Converse store at the outlet. But I will say the effect you get from both sneakers is going to be more or less the same, because they have a very timeless silhouette. I think that canvas shoe is just very clean and can do a lot for you. A lot of good potential that can be dressed up or dressed down. Let's say you're wearing a statement piece, like a statement pair of jorts or a statement t-shirt. Something simple and timeless on your feet is going to help make your fit tie in and work a lot more. I was about to say a lot more better, a lot more cohesive. So I say definitely go out there and find which sneaker you're leaning more towards, whether that's Converse or Miharas, and then pick the one that works best for you. The next sneaker I'm going to talk about, I also don't have in person, so I can't really show it to y'all, but it's going to be a Gat sneaker. Let me start out by saying this: you don't have to just only get the Margiela ones, bro. Margiela is not the originator of that style of sneaker. I don't know who needed to hear that today. But are they tough? Yes. Do I want them? Yes. The point being, there are tons of alternatives that look almost exactly the same, if not the exact same as Margiela. But, you know, some people just think that Margiela is the only brand where you can get it from.
BW Army, if I'm not wrong.
Madden, fucking Amazon has their own brand of Gats, I think. Adidas has their own pair, I think. So there's all different kinds of places you can get Gat sneakers. The reason I'm suggesting this sneaker is going to be because of how timeless it is. I think it's one of the best low tops and definitely one of affordable ways to get into kind of that range of like showing your versatility. I think a Gat sneaker can make anybody who, you know, who's into fashion kind of show off a different style and side to them. Obviously, if that's your main style and aesthetic, then it's just gonna look like normal to you, but you're not getting anything wrong out of it. You know, if it's your aesthetic, it looks cool. For the people who are more like into that streetwear like range, you know, kind of like wearing Jordans and Balenciaga and shit like that, when you get you a pair of Gats, a different way of dressing, you feel me? Start wearing more button-ups and cargos and things like that, experimenting with your denim and whatnot. The Gat sneaker is definitely going to be kind of...
I ain't gonna lie, I haven't been talking too much at the end of this video, but y'all, I can't wait. I have so many great ideas for the channel that I want to bring on here, like just really bringing like the fashion world. I know fashion and sneakers are the same, like kind of like the same kind of area, but I want to mesh them so nicely where I have the sneakers that I want. Like I'm talking about the designer brands, and I'm just talking about like just everything, y'all. Like if I had more things on hand, y'all, and best believe we will. We gonna turn it up again, y'all. We back at it, and I'm telling y'all, give me a couple months, y'all. We gonna be in that spot. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can say that you've been here from the start. With that being said, y'all, we is just scratching the surface.
Really trying to show off your versatility, so that's why I added that on the list. So if you're trying to get something a little bit more different when you're on the streetwear side, you can never go wrong with a Gat sneaker. And last but not least, a little bit of a bonus is going to be slides. I talked about this in my summer essentials video.
He's gonna say Birkenstocks.
You have to have a good pair of slides, bro. That shit is just crucial, bro. You gotta have a good slide rotation going. It doesn't really matter what slides. Just don't be out there in the Uncle Adidas slides. You feel me? You know what I'm talking about with like the little gel balls and how they look with it. Don't get no old head shit, you feel me? Get you a nice little decent pair of looking slides, because if your slides are too old and they unupdated, it's time to re-up a little bit. If you had them for like 7 years, it's time for a new pair. It's time for a new pair. Looking comfortable is still important to step out and look a little, you know, a little bit presentable, because you never know who you're gonna run into that day. And if your slides look like they went through World War III, my nigga, that's not a good look. With that being said, it's gonna bring me to the end of this summer sneakers essential video. If you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, comment, and consider subscribing, because we about to hit 5K, like I said, and then we going on 10K next. So go ahead and become part of the solar system. But I'm gonna catch.
Right. Great video from my guy, Nathan KA. As always, the video will be in that description. But I agree with all these sneakers right here. I feel like you need a couple of these sneakers. I probably would have added like a more comfortable sneaker if I wanted to add one. But I definitely do agree. The sneaker I want the most out of all definitely got to be like that Gat sneaker. I've never heard of what a Gat sneaker is, but I kind of get where he's coming from. But with that being said, y'all stay tuned. We definitely finna elevate the sneaker game real soon, and you definitely want to be a part of every single part of the journey. But with that being said, you guys, for now, if you do want to see some of the best sneakers that you are going to need for the summer, make sure you guys go and click the playlist right here with an infinite amount of inspiration. I'll see you in that one.